YouTube, what's up? Frogs Angels back with some more NFL talk, previewing this whole upcoming season, starting with some rankings. I'm doing top 10 offenses in the NFL. Tomorrow I'll be doing top 10 defenses for this upcoming season, in my opinion. But sorry for the lack of uploads. We're going to get back going with our NFL coverage, all kinds of videos like this, and we cover gaming as well. So stay tuned for all that. We're going to be busy. So my top 10 offenses for this upcoming season. My number 10 is the Arizona Cardinals. Carson Palmer with David Johnson and quite a few solid receivers. Carson Palmer may only have 1 year left. Yeah, he's somewhat on the decline skill-wise, but still a solid quarterback to throw the ball downfield. Inconsistent at times, I guess, but David Johnson is the feature guy on that offense. Opens so many things up for the passing game, and he can catch the ball out of the backfield himself and run at a very high level. So he's the feature guy. Receivers, they still got a bunch of receivers. Not only Larry Fitzgerald, they got quite a few young speedsters at the receiver position. So number 10, Arizona Cardinals. Number 9 is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I kind of expected them maybe a little higher than 9. Wanted to put them higher than 9. But really, the next 9 teams are very, very close. So this is a good ranking. Jameis Winston, an up-and-comer quarterback. Expect him to get better and better each year. Can be inconsistent at times, but that's what you expect for a younger guy, and has very good talents at receiver, solid running backs as well. But receivers, Mike Evans, one of the top receivers in the NFL. Add Deshaun Jackson, add O.J. Howard in the draft. So a lot of good weapons, no excuses going forward. They're solid offense, high-powered. Expect good things from them this year. Number 8, Green Bay Packers, a team that maybe some people thought would be higher. 8 is a good ranking because all these teams are very tight. I just don't think they'll be better than they were last year. I think they could be the same, which was still very good. Still a very good offense. Wouldn't surprise me if they ended up being a top 3 offense in the league. But really, it's just the same team. Nothing changed. Maybe teams figure it out. Guys are getting older. Still expect them very good. Obviously, I have number 8. But again, don't expect them any better than what they were, but still can be good. Number 7 is the Oakland Raiders, another team that could be higher on this list. Derek Carr coming back. Hopefully he stays healthy. Can really air it out. And getting Marshawn Lynch. Now it's a question mark. How's he going to be? You expect him to be pretty solid. But receivers is where their talent is at. With Amari Cooper and Crabtree, adding Cordero Patterson could be a threat. Probably mainly on special teams, but they could figure out a way to use them, so that could be scary. So Raiders are number 7. My number 6 is the Tennessee Titans. Real young offense, young skill. Mariota, another guy. Hopefully he stays healthy, but just getting better and better every time I see him play. More confident. DeMarco Murray playing at a high level again. And their backup running back Derrick Henry could be a starter for plenty of teams, so that's a guy to look out for. Added Corey Davis in the draft. Some receivers started to step up last year, so they have some receivers. Delaney Walker, and then adding another tight end to go along with Delaney Walker and Jonnu Smith. Maybe cause some mismatches. Which tight end do we cover? Delaney Walker is he's a threat, so you have to cover him. So all around good offense with a lot of young guys, but the main thing is that offensive line. Again, very young, and was one of the best offensive lines last year. So maybe that could be the next Cowboys offensive line. Expect them at a high level again, one of the best offensive lines. They're only going to get better. This team is only going to get better on the offense side of the ball. So they are my number 6. My number 5 is New Orleans Saints. Always a good offense. Always a good offense when you got Drew Brees. Lost Brandon Cooks, but Drew Brees just makes anybody better. They still got some solid receivers. Thomas from last year had a good rookie season. I expect him to step up. But Drew Brees always makes guys better, and now they add running backs. They already have Ingram. They add Adrian Peterson and Alvin Kamara, who is a receiving threat out of the backfield. This group of running backs is scary. It really opens things up in the passing game. You got to be scared of these running backs so they can throw even better than they were throwing, or a team might be playing to pass because they know how good they are in the passing game, and they may be able to run. I mean, teams got to still have to be a little scared of Adrian Peterson. The game plan against the Vikings with Adrian Peterson was always just stop the run, we win. But the Saints, you also have to stop the pass. So we'll see what happens there. A couple question marks. Will they still stay healthy and without Brandon Cooks? But how will they be? But I expect them at a high level on offense like usual. Number 4 is the Cowboys. Young skill. There, Dak Prescott and Ezekiel Elliott. Can they perform at a high level again? I think they can. Have Dez Bryant. And the main thing here is the best offensive line in football. So I think the rest of the offense plays well again because that offensive line is the best in football and is on the younger side as well. So Cowboys, Great offense at number 4. And number 3 is the Pittsburgh Steelers. Very high-powered. Big Ben kind of on the decline. Inconsistent, not really accurate with his throws, but still a good quarterback. Still going to be good enough because he has talent at receivers. He has the best receiver, arguably the best receiver in football, in Antonio Brown, and then arguably the best running back in football, in Le'Veon Bell. So that just a complete across-the-board solid team. No holes there on offense. Number 2 is the Atlanta Falcons. With Matty Ice, MVP from last year, Julio Jones, you can argue he's the best receiver in football. Other targets besides Julio Jones. And you got 2 solid running backs, Devontae Freeman and Tevin Coleman. Both can run the ball hard and catch the ball out of the backfield. It's just a complete offense, very scary. This is why they got to the Super Bowl last year. Can they do it again? It's going to be on the defense because, the offense is going to be solid. And my number 1, pretty obvious one, is the New England Patriots. You got Tom Brady and that coaching staff. You're going to be number 1. Just perform at a high level every year. Win Super Bowls, obviously. And you add Brandon Cooks. With all they got, everything they got was already great. Won the Super Bowl, whatever. They add Brandon Cooks, one of the best receivers in the game, very fast. It's going to be scary to see what they do. So, obvious number 1 there. All 10 of these teams are good at offense. There's a couple teams that you can argue are in this list. Top of my head, Chargers, Colts, the ones that come to mind. Very good offenses there. Probably a couple more teams there, but those are my top 10. Hope you enjoyed the video. Tomorrow, top 10 defensive teams in the NFL for this upcoming season. I'm really interested in the NFL Network's Top 100. I could be reviewing that. I have a lot of thoughts on that, so there's an episode each week for that, so we may cover that and more 2017 NFL season previews on the way, so stay tuned for all that. Please like, subscribe. Goodbye.